Hi, I am Mike. I'm the pastor here at Shepherd of the Hills, and this is...
I'm Chris Rudolph. I'm your council president.
And we want to give you a recap of everything that happened to the leadership breakfast on Saturday. Plus, we just kind of want to talk about some of the upcoming stuff because it's an exciting time around here. I'm going to start out with this. Things are going well. We're going to get into some of the details, but overall, we're doing well. It's a healthy congregation. Things like the youth group are thriving. We've got lots of great stuff going on Sunday mornings. New members, First Communion, and all sorts of fun stuff. I will just say this place is bustling.
New members with new babies.
New members with new babies. I tell you, you forget when yours are teenagers how tiny these little guys are. And they stay where you put them. All right. You want to talk about the finances?
Sure. Just a quick update. Our year-to-date results through September is that our giving is less than our expenses by about $35,000, which is not totally unexpected. And we really project that we'll finish the year in about that same ballpark number, about $35,000 lower giving versus expenses, but you just never know. Giving is so determined by stock market, people's tax situations, and so forth. So until we get to December 31st, it's always a little bit of an unknown.
That's true. I was up in northern Minnesota for one summer where I was in school, and what would happen there is there's a lot of resort owners in the congregation, and so they wouldn't give until the end of the summer tourism season wasn't over. So every summer the business manager would be white knuckling it through, but it was good. It was a great congregation. Learned a ton.
Test of faith.
Test of faith. There we go. Lord shall provide. All right, so I want to give you some updates on staffing. I want to start out with some stuff on worship. Some of this is a little bit older. Some of this is new. So at the 8:30 service, as we all know, Cynthia retired after 49 and a half years. And Lucas has taken over the planning responsibilities for the 8:30 service, in addition to what he's already doing with the choirs, which is exciting and a lot of fun. He's got some great ideas there. And Undine, our new keyboard player, has been doing a great job, and she's continuing to grow in that role. Also, at the 10:30 service, as you all know, Dave retired at the end of, well, not retired, he left at the end of last year. He was overcommitted and doing a great job. We loved him, but we looked at it, and what we did is that we split up the position into two just to give us more flexibility. So now it's Brad Rickey and Lorianne Metzik are splitting those responsibilities, and they're doing a lot of interesting new things with that service. And that service is really sharpened up and has a little bit more of an identity now. It's kind of exciting to see how they're taking that. So we'll take it from there.
Okay, one of the other major topics at the leadership breakfast was how do we manage our state of affairs going forward without the presence of Pastor Anna in our midst. And we talked about that. Pastor Anna, about 40% of her time was with preaching and worship support. And from that front, we are really happy to announce that we have Lori Ann Mansick on board now, and she will be a preaching associate. Is that the right term?
That's the term we're using.
Yes.
She's
preaching.
She's not a called pastor. She's not called or serving in her call, but.
Yep. So she'll be preaching once a month. And the nice part about that is, one thing is it gives Pastor Mike a break. He's not preaching at the pulpit 52 weeks out of the year. And for us in the congregation, you get to see and listen to the worship message through a different lens, a different viewpoint. So it should be very exciting being able to listen to her once a month.
Yeah, she filled in for me a couple times when I was going through chemotherapy a couple years. And I just know that there are people who love her preaching more than me. I don't take that personally. So.
And then the other major part of Pastor Anna's position was high school ministry. She spent about 40% of her time with the high school youth. And from that, our plan for that going forward is that we have some very, very capable adult leaders that have always been involved in the program, that are continuing to do so. And we have Pastor Lori Ann will also help out in that area with the lessons. and Pastor Mike will also help out as he can do that as well. Also from the youth perspective, biggest thing is that we are planning on a youth mission trip in June from the 21st to the 27th. We'll be going to Western Kentucky, and we just have a lot of excitement wrapped around that occasion happening again.
I have really been enjoying hanging out with the youth on Sunday night. I'm splitting my time between confirmation and the high school ministry. And I have to say, we have a very impressive group of high school students. They're doing an awesome job. They are really diving into God's work. They are, they were doing a really fascinating prayer exercise on Sunday. It was really just amazing to watch them work through this stuff. So, really been loving that.
Yep, and then coming up in November, looking forward to that, which is really right around the corner, will be our stewardship campaign. And we also will be having, once again, our Thanksgiving Eve pie social.
Yeah, but before we get to that, we've got confirmation and reformation this Sunday. So be sure to wear red, because we are celebrating the gift that the Reformation was and just how it calls us back to God's grace. It's really a wonderful service. We do that upright. Next Sunday, November 2, depending on how you're watching this, the first Sunday in November, November 2, is All Saints Sunday. That's when we both remember the saints who have gone before us, which is all the Christians, and it's this beautiful time of remembrance. It's got to be one of my favorite Sundays over the year. We do a wonderful thing with that, and with that, we're also doing First Communion on that Sunday. It's going to be another great Sunday, and then as Chris mentioned, we're doing the Stewardship series. Time, talent, and treasure. We're going to be talking about all that stuff over 3 weeks. So, it's going to be great. I love it. I think we got a lot going on these days.
Lots going on.
Lots going on. This might be the longest one of these updates that we've done in a while. But it's exciting. I am seriously thrilled at the trajectory we're at a congregation. I feel like we're in a great place. And yeah, you excited?
I'm excited.
You better be excited. All right. Thank you again. We will see you in worship, and you have a blessed day.